This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion.
Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up.
The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Receiver around pre-snap. Caught behind the line. It's Pringle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Getting set. Here's second down. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Beck. The tight end has got it. To get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
The Canes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Will hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Getting set up. Here's second down. Looking for some space. It's Pringle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Canes looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
The 8th play of this opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And the wideout goes in motion. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, Miami. They strike first in this national title bout. Who says he needed explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Now here comes the bunch formation. To the air, it's Levitt. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Short connection to the tight end here. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Makes it 2nd down. They'll run it here. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a short completion of the tight end. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, I felt like that was almost a 2-for-1. They know they're potentially going to go for it on 4th down, so you try to get as much as you can on 3rd to put yourself in a good spot for this next play. Curious to see if the offensive coordinator had something up his sleeve for this play on 4th down.
team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on 4th down. Scanning the field. It's Levitt. Grabbed by the receiver. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
The Sun Devils with 1st and 10 here. Receiver in motion now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Second down here. Wideouts now clustered. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
And the Sun Devils looking to cash in this red zone trip. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Touchdown, ASU, as they answer with their first score of this title game. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. To throw, it's back. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. The ball is picked off. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Sun Devils. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
Great job here by the linebacker, taking advantage of that pressure by his own defense. They got to that quarterback. In fact, he was hit as he was releasing the ball. Ball's in the air, and the linebacker recognizes to be able to make that play and takes it to the house for the touchdown.
Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
And here's the handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. Want to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. They'll try to run for the first down. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Dropping back, it's Levitt. With the catch, it's Udo. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
So they're short on fourth down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And he's got it, no problem. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Hurricanes will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Dropping back, it's Beck. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Here's the second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. That's caught. It's Lyle. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. They move to 6. They'll go to the line here on first down now. quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. A quick throw to the right. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of the catch, a big gainer. Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he finds his tight end for the catch. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Hurricanes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Of course, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Levitt. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, that one's picked off. He could go. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The receiver grabs it, but the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. The Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Canes. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Handoff from the shotgun. As the first down is still going. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And that's good enough for a first down.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And now the running back's got it again. He breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. No huddle here for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the ball to the ground. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Chris, this could end up being a critical play in this game. If they don't have a chance to come back and end up winning this game, the coach could look back at this very play and wonder if things could have turned out differently, if they would have been able to hold on to the ball and gotten some points before the half.
Dropping back, it's Beck. He's running out of time here. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defensive coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Short pass finds the tight end. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Miami 21, Arizona State 17.
And the Canes will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. On the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The game sets up a 3rd down play. They're going to run it. Crosses the 45. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Arizona State, to put them on top now.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Carr. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Beck. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Lyle. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. The Hurricanes come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down. Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Lyle. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Crucial third down play coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab near the sticks. It's Lyle. They can't stop him. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Fletcher. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Brought down for the completion, moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He's got it right near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, it's a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
play of the drive now from the 25. They'll hand it off. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and an ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Takes the handoff. It's Udo. Stop for no gain there. That'll do it for the 3rd quarter. The final quarter coming up next. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was 0 in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to pass. It's Levitt. Catch made on the right side. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Boy, the quarterback looked so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal 3rd down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
And the Sun Devils pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. And now the handoff. The tackle made after just a short gain. The Sun Devils are in the red zone. Handoff heading left. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Man, this defense just flies to the football. So gap sound up front with the defensive line and linebackers coming downhill. Safeties involved. One of the best run defenses in college football.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down this drive. It's 3rd down and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Tight end makes the grab. Able to convert on 3rd, sets up 1st and goal, the 8.
I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try the ground game here. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
No gain makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Touchdown, ASU. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. That's another touchdown, a dream performance from this running back on the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they're struggling.
And it's field, and returner trying to create good field position here. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On the run, it's Lyle. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Receivers are bunched together. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Grab near the sticks, it's Pringle. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. Down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, that's back-to-back plays with short gains. You know, it helps the quarterback with his stats, the completion percentage, but it's not helping the offense move the ball down the field to try to get the ball into the end zone.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his back. Grant down the middle. It's Pringle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up, become a hero? They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, he missed the catch! He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? Back to throw. It's Speck. Pulls it in. It's Pringle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Lyle. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score a big first down.
Defense kind kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? Looks right for a quick completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Looking for 6. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Well, big-time players make big plays in big games. Great job here by the quarterback making a nice throw into the end zone for the touchdown. You go up by 3 here late in the game, kick the extra point, make your opponent have to drive the length of the field to have to score a touchdown to beat you.
So after taking the lead here very late, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can just seal the win. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Play of the drive now from the 25. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Quick throw to his receiver. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Lets it fly to the wideout. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. The last team standing on the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Miami Hurricanes.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will take the first swing of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotion.
There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Wildcats are marching down the field. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Stone. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Message sent. Not only did I just stick him, I'm going to give him a few words like, hey, listen, bud, you want to take off and scramble? I got plenty more where that came from. Great job by the defense, setting the tone with some physicality.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Covey. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. In perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun. Give on the inside. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. It was a largely forgettable first year for Sharon Moore at Michigan until he beat Ohio State and Alabama, and that's the way you put an exclamation point on a season.
So it helped generate a little bit of momentum coming into this year, but after winning a national championship 2 seasons ago, fans want to get back to that, David. I think the biggest place they got to look is the quarterback spot.
And I think obviously it revolves around the quarterback spot. Last year they rotated guys. Defense was still very, very strong. They spent a lot of money in this offseason at that spot to get it solidified, and if they get that spot right, obviously this team takes off.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. And they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important. College teams, he'll fit right in.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Michigan. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you're... Touchdown on the board.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
That makes the score Michigan 7, Northwestern.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got him in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Stone. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops the throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
His way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The short hands, it's Simpson. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back to pass, it's Stone. Just a short pass to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Rushes on him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Northwestern will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The run to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. That's caught. It's Marsh. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Marsh. He'll work his way down to the 28. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll pull it on the read. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
This is a designed run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Punts it out of the air. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Stone. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Surging forward on the sneak. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. 1st down, Northwestern. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. Finds his target down the middle. Nice gain on that. A little bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Hunt is on its way. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Dropping back, it's Stone. Fires to the tight end. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been an impressive 1st half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why don't they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down.
Turning it on. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it there.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Stone. Quick strike complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those Mays and... winged helmets on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The Wolverines come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking for a man. It's Stone. Here's a heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Back to pass on second down. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll leave it with him. They open the lane and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Hard running there. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
To the air, it's Keem. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Handoff from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. I'll be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Stone. Bringing the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
So here comes the mission. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start. Turning this defensive effort around.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 3rd down after that run. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Back to throw, it's Stone. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches. And this is how it's done. You stop the run first, you get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guessed right, and they'll make a big play for this defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Gives it on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Looking downfield, it's Stone. Gets open down the middle. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Second down coming up. They go to the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third. Moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the lone running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Davis will throw. Got his man downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The play action fake. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. They're trailing by 12 to UCLA. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Dropping back, it's Stone. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations. When you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field, they didn't have it set up that time.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the tight end. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Looking to throw, it's Stone. They go to the wide receiver screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Northwestern! Fitted in the window for the score. Looking for the 2-point try. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give as they work on that clock. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Oh, he's got some space. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Running it to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now they're going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Davis looking to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. And he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the...
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout, run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Davis will throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Pressure coming. And the blitz gets it to him just like that. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air, it's Stone. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did.
Thank you.
Bye.